is Money Saving Monday, and this morning we're talking about a financial move that can either save you from some headaches or create them. We're joined by financial advisor Stephen Connors to break down the pros and the cons of opening a joint bank account with a friend, because it turns out more and more people are turning to this. Now, Steve, when I hear this, the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh no, there is so much that could go wrong here, but there are some things that could go right, you're saying.
Yes. I mean, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Clearly, okay? But fraud is a big issue these days. And as time passes, for instance, in my own case, I thought that fraud would get solved over time.
Yeah.
However, it's getting worse, okay? So by having a friend on an account that you can trust, it's two eyes looking over the account. Typically, they take a small amount, and then it's not always like a big draft that comes out of an account. It's small, and they see if they can get away with it. With two eyeballs looking at the same account, it's less likely to happen.
Yeah, very true, right?
Yes.
Both being vigilant here on that bank account. I mean, I want to go to the root of all of this. Why would you open a joint account with a friend in the first place?
Well, let's take another example. If someone's elderly, okay, and so you have a young person and an elderly person, and they're friends. Maybe they're neighbors, maybe they just know each other from church or wherever it happens to be.
Yeah.
The thing is that that person's aging, and that younger person sees the aging. Maybe it's a good idea to have a joint account with this friendship, and then they can look at and make sure that the elderly person isn't making any errors on their end to ensure that the account stays as it should be, as when that elderly person was younger. So nothing has changed.
Well, that's interesting. And something else, I mean, as we talk about the pros, right? Okay, you have two set of eyes, you have somebody that you can trust.
Yes.
Is it also a way for you to kind of build up or maybe add more into that kind of pot, or make it look like, I mean, could it help with your credit score to have like two or, people joining in on this account? Is there any help there?
Well, think about working out and, having a workout partner, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is a bank account. We're talking about money, right? So it's extremely important, but encouragement is always a good thing.
And accountability.
So, I see a lot of spending on frivolous items that you didn't really need, right?
Yeah.
So the one friend says to the other friend, and then there's at least a constructive conversation going on, right?
Yeah, very true.
So I think that it does hold accountability at a higher standard.
Yeah, especially if it's somebody that you trust and you know for a long time, right?
Exactly.
That they can call you out on kind of your stuff. Like, hey, you said you were going to be saving, and I see all of these, charges on Shein or wherever, or DoorDash. I'm guilty of that one. So those are some of the ways that they can help you. But I mean, this could also be bad if you're not very careful. What are some of the cons you see from doing this?
Yeah, so when we talk about friends, how long have you known this person? Is it someone that you feel that you can point blank not have to think about it?
Right.
If you're having second thoughts whatsoever, being a financial expert, I would say if you're having any second thoughts to yourself without asking anybody, don't do it. Because that could be an end of a friendship also. And some people are more responsible and some are less responsible. So you want to make sure that that friend that you're thinking about having a joint account with is someone that you look up to when it comes to money and being smart with their money, that they're going to be able to be at least at your level or better.
Yeah.
As a rule of thumb.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea, because it kind of helps you get up to, that level. You feel like you want to do it. Okay, if they're doing it and you're seeing they can be in control of their finances, then maybe I can too. And it's like we talked about, the accountability thing. So that's really interesting. And you did mention it does have to be someone you trust, because I feel like privacy could be, a little bit compromised here.
Exactly. If it's a couple that has a joint account, this is taking that relationship to a new level. So you want to make sure it can either work to the benefit of that, because they'll establish more trust between the couple. However, if one of the two parties is not doing the right thing inside that account, it can destroy it too.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful that person, and again, it's either going to raise the bar or lower the bar with this as a couple, okay, in terms of establishing or destroying trust.
Yeah, I just feel like you have to be so careful with this, but more and more people are turning to it. And so we're running out of time here, so I want to ask you quickly, if maybe somebody's
Yes.
thinking, this is not for me. I know I want to be better with my finances, but I don't know if opening a joint account with my friend is, the thing for me. What's a good alternative you would advise for them?
A great alternative is one of your parents, or a relative, a brother or sister, a sibling or your parent, and to open a joint account with that. And then this way, you have your mother or father or a brother or sister who you've known your entire life.
Yeah.
You know which siblings are the most trustable, if you will, right?
Yes, and which ones you are not.
And you're not going to. So the thing is, if you're having hesitation with a friend, refer to family, because I think that could be a very helpful thing, especially when my kids were younger. It's a good thing because it gets them to be responsible and having a joint account, and then maybe a joint credit card and things like that.
Yeah, start to learn as you kind of build more trust, like you talked about, you can move further in those steps. All right, thank you so much, financial advisor Steve Connors. We appreciate your advice. In case you're looking to do it, remember, only do it with someone you absolutely trust, like meteorologist Ginger Jeffries.